In this video lecture, we will be discussing about one more very important property of discrete Fourier transform, that is conjugate property. So conjugate property is very important when we are going to prove correlation property in our future lecture. So let us see what exactly a conjugate property is. So let us write down this statement first. So conjugate property states that if DFT of x of n is capital X of k, then DFT of x star n will be capital X star of minus k, which can also be written as capital X star of n minus k, where n is the period and star represents the conjugate. So x star of minus k can be written as x star capital N minus k. This we discussed already in the periodicity property. Okay, so let us prove this statement. So under the proof, we will first write down the formula of discrete Fourier transform. So DFT of any arbitrary sequence x of n can be written as summation n is equal to 0 to capital N minus 1 x of n e to the power minus j 2 pi kn upon capital N. Now my new function is x star of n. So it can be written as summation n is equal to 0 to capital N minus 1, the new function x conjugate n e to the power minus j 2 pi kn upon capital N. Now this can be written as summation n is equal to 0 to capital N minus 1 x of n e to the power plus j 2 pi kn upon capital N whole conjugate. Now as we know that as we have a complex exponential e to the power j theta, it can be written as e to the power minus j theta conjugate, because e to the power j theta is always cos theta plus j sin theta. So conjugate of cos theta plus j sin theta is always cos theta minus j sin theta. So we should always remember that conjugate of e to the power j theta is always e to the power minus j theta, or conjugate of e to the power minus j theta is always e to the power j theta. Similarly, we can write the conjugate of e to the power minus j 2 pi kn upon n will be e to the power plus j 2 pi kn upon n. Now this can be written as summation n is equal to 0 to capital N minus 1 x of n e to the power minus j 2 pi minus k into n upon capital N whole conjugate. Now this is the formula of discrete Fourier transform, where my frequency term is minus k. So I can write capital X of minus k whole conjugate, which can be written as capital X star of minus k. And from the periodicity property, we know that x star of minus k can be written as x star of capital N minus k, where capital N is the period. So hence we can prove the conjugate property in this way. So in this way we can prove the conjugate property of discrete Fourier transform. So in the next lecture we will discuss the correlation property of discrete Fourier transform, where the application of conjugate property is there.